Precious hearts, I am victory. You are victory. God is victory. And together, in the flame of eternal victory, we conquer. I would speak to you on the philosophy of victory. From my perspective, victory is faith fulfilled. Victory is wisdom won. Victory is love learned. And victory is hope held inviolably within the heart of the initiate, in whom the threefold flame burns brightly, as that one ascends in consciousness daily, to perceive God within, God without, God all about. For where God is, there victory also lives, moves, and has its being. And if you would be victory with me this day, dearest hearts, you can choose to live, move, and have your being within God's eternal presence, your own immortal selfhood, that reality beyond the veils of Maya, karma, and limitation. For when you tear away the veil and go beyond all sense of lack, there I am, manifesting a victory spiral that you may tap into as a resource of light for the fulfillment within you of every aspect of your lives. That is where the philosophy of victory then is fully outpictured within your heart, mind, will, and soul. You have asked for my presence this day, and I come to empower you, to enlighten you, and from a cosmic perspective, to enthrall you with that of which victory is conceived, reconceived, and won through a conscious will, through a radiant heart, and through a mind true to the universal mind of God. When the threefold flame is active within your life, and you employ the blue fire, yellow fire, and pink fires as the triune aspects of God within, that replica of the Maxim light that burns deep within the secret chamber of your heart, then victory begins to coalesce within your auric flow field, within every aspect of your life, even every cell of your being, that God's successful, radiant energy, that then, blessed ones, is a springboard to the ascension spiral manifesting in every area of your life, body, mind, and soul, within your family, your community, your world, within your work, your play, your rest, within your study, your meditation, and within. That which you access through deep reflection upon God as the arbiter of your destiny, as the goal of your life. Then, blessed ones, the harmony of victory begins to fulfill within you every dream, every vision, every goal that you set consciously. I encourage you to write down your dreams, your highest aspirations, your goals for this life. Begin with the end in mind, your full self-realization, enlightenment, and eternal freedom through your ascension. And then, from that point of victory, work backwards unto the present moment, and through the cyclings of light within you, conceive of that which you must fulfill in order to magnetize that great light of the ascension flame fully within your being. What is it that you must conquer of self yet? If you meditate upon this, God will reveal within you those aspects of consciousness you have not yet fully gained self-mastery of. You will realize where you have erred in the past, what continues to trip you up, and then mindfully documenting all of this, you make your pact with your I Am Presence, and you determine to move forward consciously and victoriously to fulfill all, to leave nothing on the playing field except those aspects of your lesser self which you surrender, release, let go of, and thereby witness the dissolution of with great joy and internal happiness. Yes, there is a theorem to victory, and I say there is a divine equation of victory. You may understand the nuances of the path if you focus upon the victory spiral that is resident within your I Am Presence, and then tapping into that each day in some mindful way, employing love and all of God's virtues within your life, giving fully of self, without reserve. Yes, dearest ones, those who surrender their entire human creation, reserve nothing of self except God, light, beingness. If you find that you still have human desires manifesting in your subconscious, seek to know why these are residing there. And when you employ Gautama's theorems, the fourfold nature of life and the eightfold path, utilizing those noble truths to ascend to the throne of God and to listen to the divine words, the Logos itself, who will reveal all unto you in due time, through effort and through conscious cooperation. Then you will find the elements, the divine equation, both as symbols and formulas, that through alchemy you may utilize daily, weekly, monthly, and annually, to overcome every last vestige of your not-self. In this cycle of Leo, I encourage you to be victorious through gratitude, appreciation, and thankfulness. For when you tap into the God virtue of God gratitude with the goddess of liberty, she maintains her torch held high for you to enlighten your world, to offer the truth through thick and thin, even through the dark night of your soul and spirit. And when you see that light blazing, and her fierce mien, which is not so fierce when you truly know her in person, and yet from a distance, this is her appearance. To the unquickened and non-realized, you blessed ones will have that determination, that discrimination, and that discernment in balance. Another aspect of the threefold flame within you, to move victorious through any obstacle. Never cautious from the sense of your God self, intrepid in every way, determined to conquer all. And then, angels of the sacred fire, victorious spirits from heaven, even Rheolite, Archangel Michael, and all conquering hosts of light will serve you, will be with you, will support you through everything that must be experienced and victoriously manifest in your life. Yes, there is a pathway to victory. Few on earth tread it unto their divine destiny quickly. I teach you the simplest and the fastest route to God's self-realization. And it is through love, dearest ones, that you conquer all. It is through wisdom modeled within the flame of compassion that you ascend daily. And ultimately, it is faith in yourself and faith in God within you that allows you to soar beyond this sky to a higher world and visage of light, to appreciate the cosmos and all of its higher manifestations, and even to experience the seventh heaven and beyond, consciously, by allowing God to be where you are, and thereby flying high with us, the victorious ones. On Venus, I teach this philosophy of victory, and I dare you to come to learn more of the spiritual path of the initiates, the arhats, masters in the making, lovers of God fully, those who employ the Holy Spirit's gifts each day in some dynamic way to make progress, definitive progress on their path. When you find that somehow you lapse back into states of awareness that you thought that you had conquered long ago, or when subconscious memories flash across the screen of your mind and weigh you down, or when you feel that you must tell others that you have burdens that are oh so woeful for you. This day is heavy, and I can hardly hold my head up for the energies that I am feeling. Then, dearest ones, assess what is truly manifesting in your life. Get a grip on your true reality and determine to overcome that which has sat upon you in that moment, some aspect of your lesser self or of darkness that is playing upon your mind or subtly influencing your emotional body, to then attempt to draw sympathy from others as to why you are the way you are. Well, for those of you who feel you have too much to do, too little time to do it, snap out of this dynamic and realize that with God, in God's time, in God's space, all things are possible. And the only way to manifest the victorious sense, when it seems humanly that there is simply no way to fulfill all the Ascended Master's requests of you, as initiates of the sacred fire, is to go beyond the beyond, to God directly, to focalize your consciousness upon your mighty I Am God presence completely, and then to stay there dynamically through the light that you enter, feel, and the love that then burns within your heart, to move beyond all human limitation into the oasis of victory, into the Elysian fields of divine gnosis and pure Buddhic love. Yes, I chastise you this day, dearest ones, for sometimes this is what is required for our greatest initiates to make the progress that the earth requires of you, so that you may fully resonate with God more each day, and then emanate that great light, the souls looking to you for spiritual nourishment, or an example of victory, or a resource of love. Who else can we turn to except those who believe in us, who listen to our heartstrings, and who dynamically respond with their full being, attempting to be obedient in both the great things and the little ones? When you employ your heart, your mind, your will fully, your threefold flame expands, and this creates the wherewithal, the framework, the sacred space for victory to manifest in your world. And the overcoming grace of the Holy Spirit to dwell bodily within you, mindfully inside you. And then in a heart-centered manner, you move forward, lovingly and humbly, radiantly and gloriously, to give your gifts, to employ your talents, to serve with your entire being, life everywhere. teach this philosophy of victory to others within this movement. Start a meetup group, if you dare, to listen to my messages, to study the inner workings of the Spirit, even the path of the ascension, and of the conquering ones east and west, north and south. If you truly desire your ascension, you must come to terms with that which limits you and that which levitates you. That which limits is of the darkness, and that which illumines and levitates you is of the light. Choose the light, the latter, and then the former will simply be erased by God's grace to the alchemy and the miracle of victory, precious ones. God is my victory. God is our victory. God is the only victory I know. If you agree with me with victory, then see victory within, and ultimately be that victory each day, each hour, each eternal moment. O gracious hearts, I love you victoriously, now and always. Thank you.